Hello and welcome to the budgeting section of the Student Empowerment Series. What's good, everybody? My name is Isaac Landau, and I'm going to be walking you through everything about budgeting, saving, and managing credit. So let's not waste time and let's get right into it. Up first, simply, what is a budget? Now, if I'm being honest, you are probably well aware of what a budget is. And in fact, I'm willing to bet that at some point in your lifetime, you have already been told and taught how to budget. However, here are a bunch of quotes of what budgeting can mean. And in our case, we're going to be looking at budgeting as a tool that you're going to be able to utilize throughout your lifetime so that you're financially savvy and able to reap the rewards of having an efficient budget. So the key components of any budget. Notice how I have any highlighted now. This isn't the key components of a successful budget or a good budget. It's of any budget. If you don't have these components, then it's not really a budget. And at its simplest form, what you have here is your total income less your total expenses. Now, the example that I have here is incredibly basic, and it's probably akin or quite similar to something that you've seen before. Now, there are some issues with this. For example, in this example, it's quoting the savings as a part of monthly income, which it can be depending on how you look at it. But simply put, this whole thing is too simplistic for most people with their daily lives who might not even have a car, so gas wouldn't even be on there. But nevertheless, it just lacks robustness. Now, it's nice that they have the expenses in here broken up into different categories such as home, food, auto and transportation, health, and entertainment. But what this all breaks down into are simply just two types of expenses, and that's fixed and variable expenses. Now, it's easy to think of fixed expenses as something that doesn't change month to month. It's going to be consistent, hence the name fixed. But it's also an easy way to think about it as needs, or something that has to be purchased. For example, your car. You need that car to transport from place to place. Or you need to live in a house, so you have to pay that mortgage, which is different from variable expenses, hence the name variable. They tend to fluctuate. Now, it's important to understand that depending on how we look at variable expenses, most of them are based on individual choices, such as entertainment, going out buying gifts, eating out, traveling. These are all things that are within the realm of personal decision. Now, there will be a gray area between these two, and that's just going to have to be left up to you to help delineate between them. But in its simplest form, we have fixed expenses and variable expenses, and it's nice to think of them as needs and as wants. Okay. So, looking ahead, that's all we have for that module. In the next module, we're going to talk about some of the fundamentals of a successful budget, what distinguishes a basic budget from one that you can stick to, and yeah, we'll see you in the next module.
My name is Rick Haskell, and I'd like to thank you for watching this installment in the Student Empowerment Series. This series was prepared by students in the Bill and Vieve Gore School of Business as part of our outreach through the Center for Financial Wellness. I'm a finance professor here at the college and director of the Center for Financial Wellness. We've prepared the Student Empowerment Series to assist students in important elements in their life and their progression through the college, part of their Westminster experience, if you will. In this series, we take a look at financing higher education. We look at budget, credit, and savings, and we look at some of the more important elements of adulting. We'd like to invite you to follow us on social media at our Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook sites. You're welcome to use the QR codes provided or simply go to this site. Thank you.